Cool, there we go. Now the hard part is going to be finding this angle for this to be able to work at properly. Oh man, I'm going to need this crap to see like. That doesn't seem to be so. Yeah, I brought my zero pants. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, I can't really see what the camera sees all that well, and you're going to have to watch it upside down. Unless there's a way to edit it or alter it. Cameraman! Can we, like, flip my video feed center? Whatever, I'm just going to have to deal with it. This is the first one anyway, or this is the first time I can do this anyway, so. Bam. Okay. Get back to what I was doing. Where did I leave off at now? Hey, you know what? I just want to say there's a taste of what I was doing, I guess, but I just realized that I should share some information real quick. I hope I don't screw anything up by doing this. I don't think I will, but let's see. Let's see. I'm shredding a word. Alright, now that's what I'm doing. Son of a bee, I just remembered that that friggin' thing is behind the computer. Whatever. Oh shit. Quit. Fix it. Lines more or less just to make sure that I know where those lines went anyways. So this might be a little bit away. Everything can be big. Summertime. I need some music. I think Facebook legitimately tried to kill my phone. I need a marker that is in a box behind the computer, which is what I'm streaming on. Oh, cool. They're outside. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, there's the reviews on this. Do 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 do. I realize now that I think about it that if I put music on here, I'll probably get flagged for fucking copyrights. to do that anyways. I might as well just BS with myself. I really like this magnet. I'm definitely getting more of these. It was cheap anyways. It was only like $1 or something. And I just saw it sitting at Walmart with the other canvas things because I like working with canvas lately. Feels so official. Actually, no, it really does feel nice, especially because I like working with paint markers lately. Because paint markers colors are so vibrant. I like bright colors. I like bright and happy looking things a lot of the times with very dark humored undertones, like dark humored cartoons. That's why I watch dark humor, adult cartoons. Just talking about that like yesterday. Like I don't care how old I get, I'm probably always gonna watch cartoons. I'm like mad because I'm like several episodes behind in the new Rick and Morty season because I never seem to catch it, and it's not on anything and nobody posts it. Or I mean, like it's not on like Hulu or Netflix or anything, and I miss every time someone posts it. So that sucks, but oh yeah, I forgot this marker is, or this paint is like weird because like when you first put it on, it looks like a gross like dark green color, but as it dries into like a much lighter green color. It's like when it's wet, it looks gross. I mean, in general, it actually kind of looks gross compared to what the cap looks like. The cap looks like it should be like super bright, but the paint itself really isn't too bright. I try really hard not to muck my markers up by like mixing the other colors around too much because I don't have a whole extra lot of money to be spending on these freaking markers. But I do love them so. And I also started doing paintings on canvas panels too. I also really like doing because I just literally picked them up the same day that I got this magnet. And I mean, the ones I did on it, they're not like the best paintings. I probably could have put better paintings on them, but I like, at least I like the feeling, you know what I mean? And they're cheap. So I'm not spending a metric A-load of money trying to, I can stop saying that so much. Trying to get canvases, and they're easy to they're much easier to ship than regular canvases because they're so thin, because they're just panels. I sure like the way that looks. I keep forgetting the camera's like up here, not down here. I keep trying to show like it directly to the screen. Probably working up here a lot. Down. I used to like never do anything with color. Like I avoided color like all the time because I thought it made things look like unsophisticated. No, actually, I wouldn't say unsophisticated. I would just say, like, I don't know. I liked the way all of my drawings look black and white pencil, and I always felt like the moment that I touched color to any of my drawings, it instantly became like garbage. It looked stupid. I couldn't get like the colors to like look right no matter what I put with it. But you have to, try a bunch of different things before you realize like what you actually like. Because I really like these markers. They're like they're paint. You know what I mean? Like I never thought about paint markers. I always use Sharpies for most things I did for like the longest time. Not that I'm knocking on Sharpie, considering Sharpie made these markers. This is not an endorsed video by Sharpie, but it could be. Come on, Sharpie. I do love these markers. I really like this magnet so far. And I sell a lot of my artwork on my Facebook page and my website. Well, actually, on my website, it's a link to my Facebook page. But my website is warexart.com. WAREXART.com. WARER. Yeah, I like said that, and I was like, why did I pause like that? warexart.com. I sell my art via my Facebook page, however, but you can find it by looking up the same thing on Facebook or going to my website, wink wink, and clicking on the logo, and it'll take you to my Facebook page where you can purchase my work. But you can also donate to help me get new markers and stuff on my website via PayPal and the donation button, which would be cool too. But I ain't gonna fucking break nobody's arms, so do what you want. It's a free world. Free country. I fought for this. Fought for that. To be free, but I also fought for my right to say, go on my friggin' website. I gotta get a color for this. I like the feeling of like these markers against canvas. Actually, I just like the feeling of canvas in general most of the time. I will be. Let me think. What else here? I don't know. I could just talk about while I sit here and try to squeeze the freaking orange out of this one. On the website, I have posted it. So actually, it's really just a blog, but it's a cool blog. It has interesting stories about when I was in the Army and like people that I knew when I was in the Army. Stupid shit I did like overseas and when I was a teenager in like high school and like locking my friends in the trunks of cars. And actually, okay, here we go. Just because doing this, might as well talk about it anyways. A little sample of going to be. Oh yeah, wait. Before I turn off, I'll be posting a podcast, hopefully, on the website with me and my friend Eddie, and we're gonna BS once a week at least. He's gonna come over. We're gonna sit down in my home office and record some podcasts. It's similar stories to what I post on my website, which is why I was getting to that. And he's actually in several of those stories on there, or at least one of them for sure. And And the story I was about to say was the trunk of the car thing. That was actually pretty funny because we actually did that to that kid twice, except the first time we did it to him, we actually got him to get in the trunk himself, and it was just funny because he's, we talked him into, or we managed to get him to get into a trunk just by, being slick the way we were. Read the story on my website, warx.com, or warxart.com, and the second time, actually, we were talking about the first time, and it was the three of us again, like, hanging out. So we thought it'd be funny just to throw him in the trunk of the car again. But when we threw him in the trunk of the car the second time, we didn't get him in the trunk all the way. And Eddie went to slam the trunk of the car on Jimmy. And when he did, Jimmy wasn't in the car all the way, so a little part of his back was sticking out. And it freaking pinched his back super hard because he slammed it, and it left like a big red line, like all the way down, like this. I'd say like his left back side, you know what I mean, like the left side of his back. But it was crazy. But we did a lot of stupid shit like that in high school. We also tortured the hell out of Jimmy in high school. It's amazing. It's kind of unfortunate now because not too long ago, that person that we did that to, whom we're still, close friends, even though, it's kind of hard to see him nowadays because he actually had a brain aneurysm not that long ago and almost freaking died. And that would have been very disappointing. That would have been sad. There have been too many of my friends that died already. That sucked if Jimmy just, like, got killed off randomly, like, picked off. But, shit happens. I'd prefer not to, but however, we tortured the shit out of that kid in high school. But it's because he was our friend. You gotta torture your friends. For your friends are weak, and you must make them strong. Not really. I don't honestly believe that. However, I do really like to mess with my friends. And all of my friends know it, so, I don't bully people and then pretend they're my friends. I like, make friends, and then we start picking on each other. Which is how all those, probably how all those YouTube channels starts, where people, prank versus prank and stuff like that. One time, Eddie actually threw Jimmy into a ceiling fan and broke his ceiling fan in his bedroom, his own bedroom, and blamed Jimmy for it for the longest time. And it was funny because, everybody clearly knew that it was Eddie's fault that it was broken because he threw him into it, like grabbed him off the top of a bunk bed and tossed him into the ceiling fan. And it was all bent funny, so like one of the blades hung way low down. Crap, I didn't have more. Let me see. I'll just keep adding stuff to this. So keep adding. This magnet will be for sale on my Facebook page. I'm not sure for how much yet. I'll, think of something, but probably not much because, I think it's pretty cool. I might want to keep it myself, actually. I don't know. Because it is a magnet, I can go stick it on my fridge and forget about it. That's pretty much it. It's a magnet. Take this sweet magnet out. I don't know if I want to start a new idea on. I have one more of those canvas panels I was talking about. And I don't know if I want to start a new painting on a new canvas because I don't plan these things out very often. I more or less just like think of random crap while I'm doing it. However, it does often lead to me sitting here staring at a blank sheet of anything for a long period of time. These are what I was talking about. They're panels, and they're 6 inches by 6 inches, and it's perfect because I have really bad ADD most of the time. That actually fits in frame like perfectly. Bam, who'd have known? That's the last one I did. That's the last one I did. I might. I don't really care how the. I think I might want to start using acrylic paint on these because these oil paint markers. However, they don't seem like they like fill in all the way. I guess. No, but like they don't fill in all the holes in the canvas texture. You know, like it has a texture to it that paint doesn't seem like it wants to seep all the way into every crevice or nook and cranny of the texture itself. I don't want to break my leg. Okay, I have scissors. I love the texture of canvas. That was nice. Now, like I said, I have no real plan for this, so I'm just gonna honestly wing it. And let me see how this has gone so far. Being the first time I have lived anything on YouTube. Oh my God, he's ugly. Oh my God, look at that double chin. Oh, look at it. Oh, okay. Ooh, hey now. This is not flattering light for me at all. Actually, I don't think there is a flattering light for me. It's called being ugly. Oh.